here's a basic submission from the mount. So the mount is the most powerful position you can be in. However, if you're a smaller guy like me, it's hard to maintain the mount sometimes. So if you get into it, you immediately want to figure out a way to be able to submit your opponent, okay? So you can do that ground and pound. You can do it by arm bars. You can do it with chokes. Depends on whether we're in a gi or not wearing a gi. But this is just a basic arm bar, often called a chicken wing. In this case, it's called Americana. But if you look it up, it's got a pretty cool history that comes out of judo and other arts that have adopted it. So go ahead and lay back down this way. All right, so we're in our basic mount position. Don't worry about getting too heavily into the fundamentals at this point. I'm not going to go over every aspect of the mount because you need to watch our mount videos to focus on that. But essentially, you're going to reach up underneath the arm like this. This arm's going to come down across and hold the arm. And I'm going to come and connect like this to create what's called a figure four. So I reach down here. I'm leaving some space here intentionally to illustrate my point. I'm going to reach up underneath, and I'm going to grab, I'm going to pull it down, and I'm going to lift it until he taps. And I barely moved his shoulder. The shoulder is incredibly delicate, so be very, very careful when you do this, because if you don't, you can cause some very permanent damage, okay? So again, I'm just coming across like this. I'm reaching underneath his arm. I'm grabbing my own arm. I'm going to pull his elbow down towards my knee. I'm then going to very tightly move my body as a unit forward until he taps. All right, let's try it from the other side so you can see it. Spin around. Right hand goes down in this case. Left hand goes underneath. I bring it down to me. I move my body as a unit until he taps. You'll notice that he's more flexible, ironically, on this side than he is on his right. And you're going to see that no matter who you work with. They're going to have more flexibility on one side or the other. And in this case, it happens to be the dominant arm, and so he's used it to throw balls and to punch more often, so he has some more flexibility because of use, okay? So, again, it's real simple. My arm comes across, it's up against his head and his neck, my left arm goes underneath, I grab my own wrist, I pull it down, I move it as a unit. So, really, really simple, very easy to do. It's one of those techniques that will allow you to submit an opponent from the mount relatively simply. You don't have to make a huge amount of effort. So go check it out, the Americana Basic Immobilization or Basic Submission from the Mount.